Hey Kim, so I'm just gonna check and see what's going on with these. As you probably see here, the less than 60% grade one pre or grade pre-lab one identified 16 people, which is actually the people that scored over 60%. And I can see that because I went in here and I looked at the criteria. Oh, it doesn't say that. Okay, fine. But the wrong criteria were set when I looked at it. So I'm going to go in and look at the one for pre-lab 2. I'm going to edit this, the criteria. If I were to come in here and browse the criteria, what I saw was all of them say receives greater than or equal to 60%. I didn't see any that were less than or equal to 60%. Now it looks like none of them were applied, so I went ahead and canceled this, and I'm going to create a new one. So this is the condition type is the score on the quiz, because we want to see people who didn't score well enough on the quiz. And we're looking at pre-lab 2, because that's what we're talking about. This is the less than or equal sign, and we want to talk to the people who scored less than or equals to 60%. And I'm going to create that. And then it says receives less than or equal to 60% on the quiz, pre-lab 2 density determination. And that way it'll send this to them in the event that they don't get that score. And that's scheduled to run one time on the 17th at midnight. So that will run tonight. So that is what that's for. Save and close that. When I was in here, I wanted to make sure that everything was set up right. So I came in here to check the reminder for Lab 2 sign up. And what I saw was that there was no criteria for this. Wait. Yeah. So there were no criteria for this. And I didn't see any of the right criteria in this. So it wasn't actually going to run at any point. So I went ahead and created a criteria type. So this is a reminder to tell them to go and sign up for the lab. And the only way we could set that was to have it check and see if they went to the right content page. Now it doesn't really check that they actually signed up, but if they haven't gone to that content page, then there's no chance for them to have signed up. So we wanted to check and see if they've gone to that content page. Takes me a minute to get around in other people's shells. And that's the experiment 2 sign up. And that will run. Oh, okay. Give me a second. I need to take a look at your Lab 2 sign up. So if I go into your content, we had a problem with this. So if I go into your content and look in your lab, thought it was in here. Oh, there it is, lab signups. And if I look at your experiment 1 sign up, that should be fine. I don't understand why it's having a fit. Because what I had to do in my shell was to change it to an actual HTML page, and actually just a link. And I'm not sure how to do that in this view. So I'm going to do some research and I will figure that out and I will send that to you later. So I'm going to pause this and figure that out. So Okay, so I figured it out. This is not as complicated as I tried to make it. So when we go to upload create, it says to create a link. Now, what I need to do is to copy this link here. So I'm going to edit this so that I can copy that link. Cancel that. I will go right here and create the link. And that's a different type of page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can edit this page to remove this part. Oh no, it should be fine. It should be fine at this point. It should be fine. Let me come back out here. I just want to see what it looks like as a student. So let me. I just want to make sure it doesn't look confusing to them. Yeah, that's right. I haven't done it, so I can't view it. I think that's going to work. Let me check the intelligent agent, because that's the big part. No, that's not what I wanted. Oops. Reminder for the sign up for 2. Go in there, check the criteria, and create that condition. We want to check the content, not visited a content topic. And we want that content to again be all the way down in the labs, level lab signups. And it's these. See the way that got set up, it put it on right here. So I may need to set that up slightly differently, but okay. So that's how we could create it based on what we've done, what I did for that. So, but that's not the right one. So I think what I'm going to do, so to avoid any confusion, is come out here and change the lab signups. So if I click on this one, again, I want to get that link. And then I'm going to delete this page. After I add a new, to make sure I do this right. Put it. Okay, so I finally found it and I've got it dragged up here so that it's right next to the other experiment too. And I've got the same conditions on both of them so that they're fine. I'm going to delete the old one and keep the link because that's the one that it needs to be able to see is the link and not this other one. So I'm going to delete that part as soon as I figure out how to do so. So I know I can delete that directly there, and that's not what I want to do. Actually, I'm just going to hide that. That'll make my life easier. So if I come back out here, the lab signups, I should still be able to see the experiment 2. So if I come back into the intelligence agent, a reminder for the lab 2 sign up, and go back to that criteria, now I should be able to create that criteria that I need. So that's visiting that content topic is the experiment 2 sign. That's not the right one. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some poking around. Give me a second. Okay. To avoid the confusion, what I have done is gone in and actually updated the experiment part. So we had the experiment sign up like this. And so if I click this, what you'll see is that the experiment sign up was just linked right here. What we had to do was to copy that URL. So we copy this here. I upload that as a link, and it's an external resource. Then I can come back in here and delete this one. And we update that. Now, for whatever reason, and it's a reason I don't understand, D2L will let you connect to this, but not the other way. And I don't understand that, but that's beside the point. So now if I go into the intelligent agent, and I come down and look at the reminder for the lab 4 sign up, and I go to the criteria, and I say create, and look for not visited content topic. Now I look in the signups for the lab. What you'll see is that this looks a little bit different. So you've got the lab 4 sign up that's actually off of the other one. And that's what we're going to put there. And it will let me do that, but it won't let me connect to the other one for whatever reason. So I'm going to save and close that. So I'm just checking that one. Now, when I come into, I've done the Lab 7 sign up. I've done the score on the quiz, but we need to do a reminder for the pre-lab quiz. And again, I don't know if there's any criteria set for this. So they're supposed to take the quiz by 6 o'clock tonight. I think that's what this is set for. So, yep, 6 o'clock. It's not quite 6 o'clock yet, so I better hurry up. What am I reminding them about? Sorry, pre-lab quiz. So they haven't taken the quiz. So I come down here to the quizzes, not completed a quiz attempt, or the pre-lab 2 quiz. I save and close that. So those are the conditions that we've set for all of those. Now, when I come back and look at these, the ones that we've just done, I can click into the criteria and I can see that this is still here. So the ones that didn't have that, those are the ones that I had to go in and fix. I don't know why they didn't have them, but they didn't. So those are the ones I had to fix. So I will go ahead and take care of all of these. That way you've seen what I had to do is go in and put those criteria in there, and I showed you how we made those criteria. So I will be happy to walk you through that at any point. I only just learned how to do this. It's but it's logic from programming. So I've programmed for years, so that part I understand. So that's why I was able to do that fairly quickly. The big part is learning what D2L will let me do and what it won't. So that's been a problem. But I will take care of those for you and get this updated so it will work for the rest of the term. Okay, thanks. I'll talk to you later.